Today we're shooting my son's sunglasses. Very plasticky look, but very cool, I think. And they're beige, and I have a beige background. So that's why I brought them here. And I felt like, we just place them here. Probably I can make some interesting photo. And this was like a week ago, and I started to shoot hard light, very dramatic, razor sharp shadow, edges, you know, shadow play, but I just felt, yeah, so I just gave up. My style is more like a mix in between hard and soft light. So that's what I'm doing today. We can start with this flash. It's on, you see the modeling light here, and I'm shooting through my new Lee Filters 216 diffusion. Right now we have this strobe with a reflector and a honeycomb grid. I'm shooting into this diffusion panel, and if we take a shot, this looks like a softbox, and that's what it is really. Shooting into diffusion. It's not that big like a softbox, of course, but it's a bit like a softbox, you know. It's as boring as a softbox, because often you get like very flat, straight on, boring light. There's light everywhere. Maybe this is a bit more interesting because the light source is kind of small. So how can we make this shot a bit more interesting? If you look down there, there is a bit of a highlight in the lower part of the lens. So if we raise this guy up, I think we will start to introduce a bit of light. Yes, there it comes. Now things starting to get a bit more interesting. I think we should go up even more. Because now, when I raised it up like this was kind of an accident, because this diffusion panel, it ends up there, and I'm shooting on the edge. And most of, well, half of the light hits the wall behind there. I'm shooting over. And suddenly, the picture became very, very dark. But I loved it, you know. I see there is something interesting going on here, because we have this shadow parts on the top of the lenses, you know, they go like this, and I just love this. And I probably went up even higher, shooting higher. So now it's like 30% of the light is hitting this diffusion. You see there, the more I raise it up, the more interesting the glasses becomes, I think, this. So maybe it's a bit too high. Let's go down so it will look a bit more like the shot I showed you, and the shot that we will see in the thumbnail. Let's take another one. Yes, something like this, very dramatic and nice. Looks kind of dark. Well, I wanted to have a very dark photo because I like that style, but now it looks way, way too dark. So what can we do? Well, what I did, I added a flash from the other side. On this side, and on this guy I have a 10-degree honeycomb grid, and I will hit the plate, the glasses and the plate. Let's see what will happen. When we have the backlight, suddenly we brighten up the whole scene, and we get this bright part on the front there. One thing that's very interesting is that I'm kind of doing the forbidden thing here. I'm going double shadows. Let's take a shot with only the backlight. Let's turn this guy off, and then we take a shot with only the front light. Finally, we take a shot with both lights. And let's take a look in the computer. Backlight, then we see exactly what the backlight will create. It hits the sunglasses here, It's a small light source, so we will have a shadow with a sharp edge, you see here. And if you look at the next one, this is the front light, and this shadow is kind of a bit softer, you see here, because that light source is a bit bigger, okay? And when we put them together, we have both the backlight shadow and the front light shadow. We are mixing them, you know. So it's actually double shadows. But this shadow will be a bit more clear, and this shadow from the front light will kind of disappear. So I feel that we can get away with this double shadowing going on, because the softer, a bit softer shadow from this guy will kind of disappear, because this backlight, when we turn it on, this backplate will be very bright, and that guy will overpower this shadow almost. It's kind of weird. I never really experienced this before, but I noticed it now when I was going to do this video for you. Then I realized this, because you, I don't remember your name, but in the comments under this photo I posted from the test shoot, there was a comment, did you use only one light? And I just looked at the picture and was like, was it one or two lights? And now I realized it is two lights. I mean, but then I saw the double shadowing, you know, you learn every day. That's so amazing with photography. You learn every day something new. But like I said, I think we will get away with this double shadows. Is there anything else? Well, I can mention one thing. One thing about a tilt shift lens. You see, I'm tilting this one, the lens. So I'm following the surface of the glasses, because they have, you know, they go back. And then I follow this, so I can have kind of almost everything in focus, the front of the top front of the glasses. One other thing with the tilt shift lens, I'm using the shift function. I'm shooting, the camera is almost level with the table here. If I pull this down, so it will be like a normal lens, and we take a shot. You see, I'm shooting below. I have the camera like here, you know. And why? Well, that's a cool thing with these tilt shift lenses. When you look at this photo, maybe there's something weird. Maybe there's something special. You feel something isn't quite right about this photo. And that might be because I'm using this shift function. First, I raised up the camera up here, so I can get the whole scene in the shot, and then I shot straight on like a normal lens. But then I get so much of this surface in the shot, and the shadows will be much bigger. Now when we are going down but raising up, shifting up the lens from below, we will see less of this area, and it's like we're we are sneak peeking, maybe sneak peeking over this table, and then we get this special feel to the shot. So this is a raw file, more or less like the one we shot today. First of all, I added a color fill layer, you know, this solid color adjustment layer. I colored the whole shot with this beige tone. So this it's just a quick way of making everything in the same tone. And then I added this for the lenses, the glasses, to make that a bit more powerful. Then there is some cleanup, and then I bounce them together. You see that one? Some of the light hit this, so I took that away. And then I had another cleanup layer. You see all this. And what is this? Generative fill. It's this one. See? It looks weird. So I just mark this part, and then I hit generative fill, and boom, done. And then I just merge everything together, and then some generative fill on the sides to extend it for YouTube. So there we are. I hope this was useful, and please share this video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them below the like button, because I answer everything, always. So remember, I will see you next
time.